Strat. How's everybody doing here? Little bit of a lunchtime here, a little halftime. Futures keep trying to get back up, and it's the diamonds that are putting the brakes on us today, folks. All right, we've had several moves to the upside on 30s, and we see that everyone has been met but sent back home. All right, as you see here, right, 30 up. This one actually moved up, but surrendered. Another one got up there, surrendered, and now we're trying to go back up for it again here. We are 2-1 inside on the 30 right now. On your, I'm gonna change this over to the. I'm watching the 4-hour because we're gonna get that flip. So you got this hammer, outside hammer on the 30 here on the SPY. So you got that going on, and then there's your 30 kind of surrendering again. All right, and it's the diamonds that have really been kind of the ones that have been pushing us down. Right, we got them up there this morning here. Took up the high, took the day up on that. Okay, and then just garbage the rest of the day. So trapped inside there, we did get a lower low, trying to come back up. So we're just chopping away now until we can get these things to get right. And what's the problem is the Qs is the problem, and the SPY's the problem. It's really not even the Q problem. It's more of the S&P 500. All right. Here's another one. Tried to get up, down. Tried to get back up, back down. All right, so just continue to chop, and we're not getting any action here, okay? And then you got, what do you got? You got a big red day. So there's where we are. All right, and then I showed you the SPY. You got the hammer up, just trying to hammer up on the day here, at least on the SPY, trying to get a little better. Look at that 323 on the 4-hour. All right, you're going to get a flip there at 12:30. We'll see if anything happens. I always flip over to the 4s because you never know. Sometimes you get some violent turns. He said violent. All right. Here, Apple down in the dumps. 2-2 down on the day, sitting on the lows. All right, we want to buy Apple on pullbacks, guys. All right, this is a nice move. 2-2 down on the days. You got the 4-hour down here. See if that 4-hour comes back inside. A little sneaky Pete, maybe room in there for us before we go in there. All right, so just the shooter 2-2 down. This is what I've been talking about, right? We need Apple to come down because we think that it's gonna be better before the end of the month. So take advantage of it. If you can find some where you think it's a good place, and we'll see if Apple can turn things around. All right. Again, we can go through all of them. It's the same garbage. All right. Oracle's better now because it's finally maybe right, and I still think triangle out again. But maybe this time, with the 2-2 month up now, or the week up now, with the 2-2 week up now and the month getting better, maybe she can hold. All right, you're going to get a 4-hour here. You're going to get a sneaky Pete inside there. See if Oracle can get any more out of that. All right, so broadening formation here. We triangled out. Okay, so now we watch for the price action. 1252 holding up there. So far so good for Oracle. All right, Avgo, it's really stuck at that 382 area. It's right here. It just keeps going back into 382. I'm watching it. It is day up. All right, Broadcom, these are not ready to go right now, and I think Nvidia is the big problem. This Nvidia should just go away. All right, 2 up on the day here now, so fairly decent with Nvidia. All right, this has fought back pretty nicely now. Here's that 4-hour. Watch to see if you can get that 2-2 back up on that 4-hour. You're going to get that sneaky Pete room in there. All right, Nvidia, a little bit better. Microsoft, the grandfather, the granddaddy of them all, maybe he's just too old and tired. But 2-1 stuck inside. I think it might stay inside here today. I look for that 2-1-2 back up. The world's not going to go right if Microsoft ain't there. All right? That's my opinion. I just don't think Microsoft is going anywhere. All right. AMD is another one. These have pulled back. Look at AMD's already coming trying to take day up already again. So AMD's strong. All right. But again, collectively as a group, they're just not that good. Palantir, 2 up on the day there. So you're getting a little bit. We're getting a little better. CRM, nice winner today. Keep going, baby. She comes back inside on the 30 right now. This thing's been running real nice. All right, Salesforce continue to the upside. Our next stop would be 248. So that's why she's stalling out here a little bit. Where'd she get up to? She got to 247.26. So she made a run for the month and she missed. All right, so now she's going to have to mount another run and get back up to 248.21 to try to take that month. I'd like to see that happen today. That might not happen, but Salesforce is hanging in there pretty good right now. All right, ever since the earnings were good, everything was good. Just don't like it. It's as simple as that. All right. But that whole group, and then you look at Snowflake today, and it tells us again that they're crap. Gapper down on the Snowflake. Look at this thing. All right, that's a 3-dayer. Sit tight on this guy. All right, there's your day. Wait for the 3 days. See how it shakes out. Don't do anything until at least 3 days go by. And then we'll see where she gets. Who knows? But Snowflake, all of a sudden, out of the blue. SAP seems to be a little bit better. SAP takes the day up. Now they're taking profits. It's the first time it's been up in in months. Maybe not months, but definitely in weeks. All right. So again, they saw these numbers go up at 248 and they said sell. Okay. Now we'll see how she comes out tomorrow. Okay. All right. So this was a nice move for people to sell SAP. They were waiting for it. All right. So there you go. You got that one. I think I went through the most important ones, right? We talked about Broadcom. We talked about Microsoft. We talked about Palantir. We talked about Avgo. There's thousands of them. There really isn't thousands, but there's a lot. All right. I'm not going to go through all of them here. All right. Apple, definitely on the pullback. All right. For sure. On the retailer side, see how I go right out of tech, right into retail. That's how I roll. All right, so XRT, just struggling today. The Diamonds had a really nice day yesterday, and it's just that they're not capable of putting a 2-day together for some apparent reason. All right. They are trying to come back again now on side. The 30s are where the action is. There's XRT coming back up here a little bit better now. Chipotle Mexican Grill's having a better day today. It's still down on the day, but damn, it's moving up. XRT just took a 2-2 back up. Walmart is just beastie, man, going right back up. I sold a little bit of Walmart yesterday at 114 and change. I was a little higher than we are right now. I think I sold some around like 114.60. All right, so we'll see. All right, why did I not change that? Here's your Chipotle Mexican Grill. Trying to come back a little bit, right? Not much going on. Watch the 4-hour. You got nothing there. All right, it's kind of stuck there, not doing anything right now. All right, and Walmart. I can't say enough. Macy's is killing me today, just killing me. All right, comes back inside with the 222 coming back. Oh, you Macy's. All right, sometimes you just gotta live through the pain. All right, so Macy's with the inside day. All right, I'll be looking for that 312 tomorrow. If she can get it back up, or if she could easily turn around and give me a 312 and back down as well. All right. And either which at this point, you do what you want to do, Macy's. All right, but there's your week, kind of giving it up, as you see. And then this is it. This is really the whole picture right here, the inside day. All right, and then you got the 212, the 312 down on the 4 hour. Watch this one for could give me the 312 down, super puker. I don't see that though. I think she's gonna firm up. All right, I don't like the way it's going into the 4 hour here, and it's only got 49 minutes left, so be careful there. All right, Macy's just they don't like it today. All right, sometimes they just don't like them, and that's the way it is. Dow Jones Industrial Average is starting to come back up a little bit here, and the one thing about Macy's is that we've had a couple rallies and it hasn't even moved. That's kind of stressing me out a little bit. All right, I mean it's not even trying. All right, DJI back down on your Dow Jones Industrial Average. We got up to 48,043 with that opening up with the diamonds, and we've been fighting back here all day, chopping on 30s. Just notice the 30s been surrendering. Here's another one. Let's see if this one can hold. I wouldn't get too excited about it. All right. So in that mode, stick with your energy. All right. Energy's good. Look at this 4 hour taking the three. Watch the XLE on the 4 hour. This is a nice setup on a 3-2. Sneaky Pete's going to get in there a little bit too. So XLE is moving real nice. I'm in there. I'm staying in there. Apache is really having a good day today. Look at Apache. Woo, baby. Back up on the day here after a huge day yesterday. Man, I'll tell you, energy's strong. All right, the APA moving to the upside. Natty Gas is not going down anytime soon. Natty Gas is definitely, look at this, you got the 2-2 back down today, stuck in the middle. If you could get it down here, 1505, I'd prefer to be getting it in that 14 number. So see, I'm not in it. I was in it. I got out of it. La la la. But we'll see if Natty Gas can do something here. I'd like it for another break to the downside, but I don't think so here. /NG is your actual, the cash, natural gas futures right here. Back up to $5, guys. Back up to $5. All right. It hasn't been to $5 in a long time. Got to 487. That's dating back to 20 March. All right, in April. All right. So Natty Gas, they're gonna take your gas and feed it to the AI machine. It never gets. It's a big machine that just eats everything. It just eats everything. Just keep feeding it. Right. Yeah, that's right. We talk about this. It's like if they're not making any money, at some point it's going to be a problem. But somebody's going to show up with a check if things go bad. I'll tell you that, because too big to fail here when you got the United States government supporting it, and I guarantee you that Trump will not let this thing fall apart. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, so it's more important than people. All right, so Natty Gas looking good here. I think Natty Gas goes higher still. All right, again, this is all in that diamond package that we're talking about right now, right? We talked about those XLBs. They're tired. All right, they're tired. They're 212 back down. All right, some of the metals have really cooled off. Watch for the metals to turn around and get going. I think silver's still holding up pretty well, though, and gold. All right, silver's still now. See, silver's dropped back a couple of bucks off the. It was up to 53. Now it's back down to 51. All right, so it's come back a little bit, and then you got the gold pulling back here a little bit. All right, and but ain't been not too much. Trying to hammer back up again. Gold has just been so strong. I just don't know. It's like if things went bad, would gold really keep rallying still? That's my concern. You know, gold has already been. It's already been pushed around pretty good to the upside. You know, I don't know. Could go the anti-way if things went bad. Could just as easily happen. So there's your gold, your XLBs. I'll go through just a couple of names that we talked about this morning here. PATH, stay on the path. Don't go on the wrong path. Boy, I'll tell you, path is having a day. Gapper up around the UI path to the highs with you. All right. No breaking in this guy. Straight up, man. All right. Holding up very well. Path up $3.28 on the move to the upside. Did I show you Apache? APA? APA on your energy? Ooh, look at that day. All right, after the big day, I did show you that one already. Okay. So what else here on the a couple of look at the home builders. All right, they're breaking for us, and this is good. Right? Let them bring them in. They're way too rich for us anyway. I talked about that this morning. We're not touching these things. Maybe we can get them down in the first quarter or something, and then maybe we'll get a shot at them. The dollar stores are the leaders of the pack today. Dollar Tree got up to 119.21. It has backed off pretty good too. All right, back down to 116.80. Dollar Gen is in there as well. Look at Dollar Gen. All right, dollar stores on the move. Five below. Can't get enough. Five below. Taking some profits after the nice outside day, coming back in. This should firm up again before the day ends, but I can't promise you anything on that. But retail a little sketchy because the diamonds ain't right. And I'll tell you, the XRT's looking to go higher, but this XRT is just having a real struggle. Maybe it's because it's Macy's. Because guess what? Macy's just made another low. All right? This thing's killing me. Killing me, Smalls. All right? 2148, that is my support line. Okay? You see that little red line right there? That is my support line. 2139, that's my number. 2139 is my support level. And we're trading at 2171. I hope it reverses before it gets there. All right, this thing's down 76 cents today, down 3% on Macy's. All right, Apple starting to poke up a little bit. Microsoft 2 back up on the 15. All right, so the Dow Jones is starting to get going again. We'll see if these 30s can hold. 15s just took up on the futures here as we start to come back up a little bit. The Qs are probably going to be the heaviest because of all the tech and the rec and everything else. But we do know that NVIDIA is moving up. We do know that AMD is getting better. We know that Avgo's really stuck. We know that Oracle's better all of a sudden. So Palantir's better. And then we got Micron, and then we got a bunch of other, guys that are just like sitting around not doing anything. So we'll see. All right, industrials, just one good sector. It seems like transportation is the move to the upside right now. Cat Tractor, all the big guys are moving. United Healthcare, Cat Tractor. McDonald's is even trying to join that party a little bit. All right, we got Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is garbage, sitting on the lows here. I mean, I'm looking at Coke. I want to start buying Coke. It's down so much. All right, so Coke. If Coke breaks down into $69, you got to be looking at it. All right, look at this thing, garbage. Just garbage. All right. All right, halftime. I just wanted to just chat you up a little bit, see how you're doing. Hope everybody's having a good day. If you're watching all day long, uh, try to walk away from the desk every now and again. That's what I'm doing today. All right, so I will try to get something back at the end of the day. All right, so be good.